I don't believe in God. I am an atheist. I remember when I was in my school life, I was in class 6. I was studying in 6th standard. Then this movie came out, Salman Khan movie, Tere Naam. And after summer holidays, everybody became Salman in my class. And in entire school, everybody was like a Salman Khan. So, this has become a fashion nowadays. I'm an atheist. This is like a fashion. People actually don't know. There is nothing called atheism. For not believing, you have to first believe. Na? You don't believe in God. But when you will not believe in God, when you will come to the process and try and examine and you not get the result, then you will say, I don't believe. I didn't get the result. Isn't it? Without experimenting, without any proof. So Srila Prabhupada was asked that do you have any proof? He said, we are giving whole Srimad Bhagavatam, an entire quotation, scientific, logical, every way we are presenting yourself that Krishna is the supreme person of God. In absence of your evidence of no existence of God, you have to accept my evidence of existence of God. You bring first the evidence of no existence of God. Where is your evidence? There is no evidence. There are only arguments. And if you go in deep, you will find out these are related and these are based on their personal experience. Some unfortunate situations, some unfavorable situations that has happened in their lives, for which there is sentimental. The root cause of all these things are desires. Because their desires were unfulfilled, they become exist. There is no other reason. Summum bonum, conclusion. You can stamp it. So the next is duty. Just for the duty, sometimes we approach Lord. That is at least better than this lower two steps. It's better to approach Lord if you are duty bound. If you some family culture, sometimes you have to go to some temple, your mother is pushing you, or there is a family tradition that you have been following since your childhood, so you are doing it. So duty bound. Okay. It is at least in mode of goodness. You know. What is mode of goodness? Sattva gun. Okay. Mode of goodness means it is based on knowledge and intelligence, buddhi, gyan and buddhi. Two things are there. In mode of goodness, basically there is knowledge. In mode of passion, there is calm, desire. The second level is mode of passion. I want something. There is an action and reaction. Okay, give and take. Propensity is there. Business, you want to establish a contract with God. I will give you this, you will give me that. And fear, this is in mode of ignorance. Tamal. So, love is beyond these three modes. The last and the topmost category in which one can perfectly serve and approach God is love for God. Very unfortunately, we have this love inside our heart. Everyone has. You don't have to take some tablets, some capsules, some injections. But this love is in dormant stage. That is actually covered by karma, desires. Understood? Karma is covering our love for Krishna, for God. So the best way to approach Lord is love. If you want to believe in God, first start loving God. So if many people in these three categories, in this lower categories, sometimes even if you are doing in duty bound, but sometimes you become very frustrated, become very tired. Hey, what career my parents used to do, I am also doing, I don't like to do anymore. You don't do it from your heart. You just do it mechanically. Externally, you are doing. So when you do it love, Srila Prabhupada mentioned that what is love? Love is something which is unconditional and unmotivated. No conditions in life. In today's world, love is wrongly understood, and lust is most often termed as love. Lust means satisfying your senses, and love means to satisfy senses of Lord. This is the slight difference. Very, very thin line between love and lust is love means to satisfy the senses of Lord, and lust means to satisfy. Lust means satisfy. Can you write down? No, you can say. Lust and love. Need two columns. Right. First point under lust, satisfy. Yeah. Could have made it more bigger in the columns. Yes, then you can write. Fine. Satisfy. S-A-T. Satisfy. S-A-T-I. S-A-T-I. No, you're writing S-A. S-A-T-I-S-F-Y. F-Y, yeah, you're going right. F-Y, just F-Y. Satisfy own senses. Don't write small, should be a little bit bigger. O-W-N. Can read? Right. Satisfy Krishna's senses. There should be some space. Don't use cursive. Satisfy Krishna's senses. Yeah, now senses. S-E-N, S-E-S. Okay. So these are the two things. The slight difference between love and lust is we satisfy our own senses when we are lustful. When we are satisfying Krishna's senses, we are actually in love. Okay. Now you write second point. Selfish. S-E-L-F-I-S-H. Motivated. Motivated. You need to check spellings. I can give you one spelling classes. Okay, anyway, you'll understand. Like I said, otherwise I will only forget. Okay, now you write selfless. Selfless. S-E-L-F-L-E-S. Unmotivated. U-N-M-O-T-I-V-A-T-E-D. Endless desires. Endless desires. E-N-D. And E-N-D. Less. Less. You could write bigger. And here you have desires. Yes. Endless desires. No, you just correct it with desires. Here you write. Right. only desire to please God. ONLY. To please God. TO is ELES. I think it's much enough. Thank you so much. So I've just categorized for your simple understanding in a tabular way. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami mentions Anya Abhilashita Srinyam Jnana Karmana Vritam Anukulyana Krishna Anusulinam Bhakti Uttama. Can someone close the door properly? So, with some desires, Abhilash, with some desires, sometimes we approach Lord. Okay? And most of the time we have this fruitive mentality of enjoying the fruits. Whatever actions we do, we want fruits. Suppose I tell you that today all of you get some iron brush and start brushing this wall continuously. Till the time I don't tell you to stop, you keep brushing. So what will be the first question that will come to your mind? Why are we doing this? What we will get by doing it? Nobody will do this bothered. Maybe next Sunday they will not appear only. What is going on? So if I tell that there is a very precious diamond I have hidden inside this wall, whoever will find it first, it will belong to him. Then there will be competition. Maybe at night time secretly you will come and try to find out where is the diamond, where is the possibility. Or throughout the class you will be planning. After this class, I will check once which place it could be. So, without any motive, you have to approach God without keeping any selfish desires. Now the problem is, Krishna is saying this to Arjuna, that we have kama, lustful thoughts, desires, and krodha. That is just byproduct of kama, lust. Krodha is younger brother, he has no fault. Krodha comes only and only when we have unfulfilled desires. So kama esha krodha esha raja guna samudbhava. These two things origin when you have raja mode of passion. And when you can have mode of goodness, I say goodness has two things. What are the two things? Symptoms of goodness. I mentioned already. Anyone can recall? Knowledge and intelligence. So from next time, you wish to remember things. In Kali Yuga, memory is very weak. You cannot remember by hearing. Otherwise, everybody would have become a PhD and topper in their respective fields. Only by hearing classes. You need a notebook also. So you can carry small notebook if possible if you wish. If you want that you can apply something in your life on this platform. So these two things are in goodness, knowledge and intelligence. And in passion, there is anger and lust. What are the two things in passion? Anger and lust. And there is one thing in ignorance. Ignorance itself means ajnanata, right? No knowledge. But one thing in ignorance is there. How you understand where is ignorance? Laziness, lethargy. So you understand ignorance by seeing only this quality. So that is why people, those who approach God out of fear, they are lazy. The lethargy, they don't want to adapt the spiritual process for advancement in spiritual life. People who are approaching God for fulfillment of some desires, they are into so much passion They are running in that rat race. That they consider God also some, shopping mall. Whatever you want, you go and give some bribe, and you'll get it. And people, those who are in mode of goodness, they approach God out of duty because they have some knowledge, some intelligence from their family traditions, etc. etc. But that is also not permanent because it lacks proper guidance. The proper attitude is missing. But in love, when you approach God with love, then you know that love means to serve. To serve means to please. You cannot love a person and you don't do any service. It can be, happening. It's not possible to love someone without rendering any service. And same time, if you're doing some service, you cannot say that I serve the person, but the person is pleased or not, that I don't care. I am getting pleased. Some person you love came to your house, want a glass of water, and is just very thirsty in this dry weather, hot weather, very, very thirsty. And just ask you a glass of water. And then you make the person sit and you prepare a very nice soup, very nice. You took around 1 hour for preparation. Also imported from China. Then you are bringing this hot, delicious food. Maybe it will cost around 300, 500 in very good restaurant. And then this person was waiting for a glass of water. It's almost going to leave his body. But you're saying, take this soup. You have to listen to me. I love you. Whatever I say, you have to do. So love cannot be a compulsion. You cannot forcefully, compel someone. You cannot compel someone to love you. You cannot think that the person is a puppet simply because the person loves. That is the main misconception. That is where we should understand it is not love. It is lust. Why? Lust has selfishness, motives, and endless desires, and satisfy own senses. I should get rich. You see, yeah. So the desires are unlimited. So Bhagavad Gita mentions what is the consequence of a person who is lustful. What happens to him actually? Avrityam jnanam etena jnanino nitya vedina kama rupena kaunteya tushpurena nalinacha. Anal means, you can say, anal is a Sanskrit term. What is the meaning of anal? Fire. Very nice. What is your name? Ayushman. Fire. Very common term. Anal, Agni. You will keep on using this. So, like the fire burns everything. If you have a heap of haze and you set fire on it, then what will happen? After some time, there will be anything left. It's clear. Similarly, lust destroys everything. It makes a person devastated, mad, totally delusioned. Avrityam, that means covering. Jnanam means knowledge. Lust covers the knowledge. Jnanino nitya verina. The eternal enemy of a knowledgeable person is who? Lust. Nobody is your enemy in this world. No one ever is born who can harm you. No one ever will be taking birth who can harm you. No one ever is existing in this world right now, this moment, who is going to harm you. It's your lust. Who is saying this? Krishna is saying. Lust is our eternal enemy. For any field, you see, material education also, not only spiritual, forget our spiritual life. We have just, some of you just came here for the first time, you don't know what is spiritual, what is material. Even material studies, inner education, you want to achieve your milestones, your goals, you also want to score good marks, you want to get good results, this, that, so many ambitions. Why not getting fulfilled? Lust. We are carried away by the lust again and again, and we don't even realize how lust is playing with our minds. So once this, I can recall one story. People went to Akbar's Darbar, and Akbar was, Akbar and his queen was taking a lot of mangoes, and what they did, they had the heap of seeds, mango seeds. There is a mango which you can just, then you can, this is called, you can, it becomes like juice, the pulp becomes like a juice, if you rub it, and forgot the name of the variety. But anyway, it's so much available in the market. So they have accumulated a huge heap of all the seeds and the, the skin of mango. And as soon as Birbal was entering, Akbar came to know. He shifted all the skin and the seeds of mango in front of the queen. And when Birbal came, Akbar said that, see, the queen is eating all the mangoes and not giving a single mango. And Birbal said that she is at least leaving the seeds. You are not even leaving the seeds of mango. That is how you are eating. So similarly, lust is like that. It's like a python. Ajagar, anaconda. No. Anaconda doesn't leave anything, no residue. Finished. Where is the living entity? The small boy, where is lost inside anaconda? A cobra bite someone, the body will be found. Something is there. You can believe that the person is dead. But anaconda cannot even find the person. This is lust. It finishes everything. These analogies are given in Shastras. So that is why I'm taking a lot of time in making you understand the difference of lust and love, because we all have been victim of this. And this is our day-to-day life challenge, nothing else. Our desires for which we are running day and night. And we don't know where we'll actually find happiness. What will actually help me to advance and understand the real meaning of life through any spiritual process, whatever possible. We're trying to engage our senses, our mind, our body, our energy, everything that we have with us, money, whatever you have, for getting pleasure, for getting happiness, for getting peace. But you're not getting. Otherwise, the richest person would have been the most happiest person of this world. Is it like this? You see so many rich people. IIT is competition. Why? This year also, Uncle IIT competition. Best college in India. People are dying to take admissions. So why they are so much disturbed that they just want to end their life because of lust. There are 3 sitting places. Krishna is mentioning 3 places where lust is present. Indriyani, Mano, Buddhi. The senses, your senses, eyes, nose, ears, tongue, touch. This gives temptations. When you smell something which you like, you want to have it. You want to enjoy it. When you see something, contemplate. You want to go and have it. Own it. You want to see it more. The desires increases by sensual perception, but not with knowledge. Knowledge is sign of goodness. With knowledge, if you see this body the beauty I am attracted to is going to, you know, it will eradicate after some time. It will not be there. It will fade away. It's just a packet of stool, blood, bones. There is a story given by Srila Prabhupada, liquid beauty. Once there was a lady, one boy got so much attracted to the lady, and the boy wanted to marry the lady. So the lady said that you come after 15 days, I will meet you. All these 15 days, the lady didn't take anything, no food, nothing. She fasted. And she used to, deposit all her stool, vomits, everything in a jar. And when this boy came, she was sitting on the door, and he asked that, where is that girl I met? He said, I am the girl. I don't believe you. You know, how you believe? Now I have separated the thing which you saw in a jar, so you can take this with you. This is called liquid. We look very much into beauty in this world. No, nobody is beautiful except Krishna. Everything is going to be faded after some time. After 30 years, you imagine the person you are looking up to now. Or imagine yourself after 40 years, 30 years. You will not like to see the mirror. Now you are spending at least 1.5 hours in the mirror. If you come. So this is the fact. This is the reality. We are actually being badly played by lust, cheated by lust. Lust is showing us hopes. All these billboards, they are designed in a such way that it provokes your lust. You see them. Lust sit on the indriya, the senses, right? So all these billboards, the advertisement, everywhere outside in this world, what you will find? LIC, what it is telling you? Shanti guaranteed. And the CEO committed suicide. My own cousin brother committed. He took an option in LIC, 6,000 rupees automatically will be deducted from his salary every month. So now he's telling that I cannot live my life happily now. All my salary will be taken by LIC. So why you have opted for LIC? जिंदगी के साथ भी जिंदगी के बाद में कौन आएगा? I'm not saying you don't do it. You can do for security, but do as much as you can handle. Why you take such big goals, such big ambitions, without understanding the practicality of that ambition? How much it is practical for you to achieve that? So that is why it is good that we are in this illusion that that person loves me, I love that person. This is kind of illusion. And when we'll come to know the fact, the reality, after some time, then we'll be shattered, not be able to stand on our own feet. So those who are intelligent, those who are in knowledge, those who are in mode of goodness, they seek spiritual life. It's not for everyone. It's for selected. Like this limited edition. Why limited edition? Only limited people can buy. In diamond shop, you get very huge customers. In a day, maybe one also sometimes not coming. But the shop is on. It's not getting closed down. But you go to a glass shop or a cosmetic shop, you see. Very crowded. Always crowded. People are purchasing glass stones and these things. Duplicate things. spiritual life, which is the diamond. Our Shastra says that only very fortunate souls, very intelligent souls will come. Sattvavan labhate jnanam. And those who have faith, they can actually perceive knowledge. Jnanam labdha param shanti. And after getting the proper knowledge, one can actually become peaceful. Now you have Gyan, all of you have Gyan, all of you have knowledge. But that knowledge is simply meant for eating, sleeping, making different things, facilitating you a proper lifestyle, good food, luxury. So all these things, material benefits. But spiritual benefit means understanding the purpose of life, understanding this journey, where you are going. You have your examination hall. Imagine you are going to give an exam. You don't have much time. There are two ways to clear the exam. One road is very bumpy. It has a lot of ups and downs, a lot of struggles, but you will pass the exam because you have gone through the struggle. You have worked hard. And one road is very smooth. Switch on Netflix and sleep. Smooth road. जो भी होगा देखा जाएगा दोस्तों. So, which road you will prefer? Huh? I don't like. We'll prefer the smooth road because we are in Tamagun and Rajaguna. Actually, we do this. Because we are in mode of passion and ignorance, we end up choosing the easy way, the shortcut. But there is no shortcut. You may think that, okay, enough time is there. Why to take all the stress today? But the fact is, you will never take the stress. Every day we will repeat this same dialogue. The only stress you take is to repeat this dialogue inside your mind. I will do tomorrow. Yesterday you said that you will do it tomorrow. There is something going. So we have to be very loyal, truthful. Then we can understand that what we are believing, what we are doing is based on sentiments, our selfish motives, our lustful thoughts, our desires that we want to accomplish. So all the Shastras are proving that Rishikena Rishikesa Sevanam Bhakti Uttam. Sevanam Bhakti Uttam. If one serves the Rishikesh, Rishikesh means the master of all senses. Rishikena means use your senses for serving the master of all senses, who is Krishna. Then you can actually become satisfied. That will be real belief. Because you serve coffee, you serve cappuccino, you serve hot milkshake, you serve Chinese soup, but the person wants water. You give all kind of best service, and you will be pleased. You'll be happy. No. If you just give him water, he will become happy. So that is why to love means to serve, and to serve means to please. Always remember this form. Don't forget the second part. To serve means to please. Most of the time in love, we serve people, but we want to please ourselves, not to please the other person. There is the problem. So love has also some levels. How you understand in any relationship with your parents, with your friends, wherever you think that there should be love, you can test whether there is love with certain parameters. First parameter is tolerance. Start writing. Let's stop first. TOLERANCE. Tolerance. Write it to the bigger. Tolerance. TOLERANCE. This is the first parameter with which you can actually find if there is tolerance, there is possible. Now, still not full confirm, 100% confirm. I will 100% confirm. Now, if somebody is actually tolerating someone, there has to be what? Some reasons. No, some reasons, okay. But how you understand that that person tolerates you? Forgiveness. If that person forgives, otherwise he is not tolerating. He is waiting for the right time to bounce back. Forgiveness. Which? Forgiveness. FORGIVE. Forgiveness. Now, how will you understand somebody has forgiven you? How will you know? I have forgiven you. You have stolen 100 rupees from my pocket. I have forgiven, no problem. You have damaged my laptop. I have forgiven you. After 10 years of I'm telling you, you have damaged my laptop. I have forgiven you. Is it real forgiveness? Means what has to be there? Forget. Forget what the person did to you. Then there is forgiveness. Right. Sometimes we don't forget what that person, as soon as we see the person, we remember that memory is coming in our brain, in our mind. This person, one day he has humiliated in front of 10 people. I will show him a lesson. I'm waiting for the right time. But okay, chalo maaf kiya. But again I see him, then again I remember. This person has done something, what he did, I forcefully try to remember what that person did to you. Right, forgetting. FORGET. Okay, let's forget. Forget. Now you can go and sit. Thank you. So these 3 levels actually show that you have genuine love for someone. And unfortunately, these 3 things are missing. Hardly will find people who have all these things for you. So you will see that you have for some other person. It's very difficult to find these qualities. These are very subtle things. You cannot voluntarily, bring all those things from today after this session. It's not going to happen like this. You have to really practice. And that practice will be possible if you have some catalyst. You know what is catalyst? Which enhance the reaction. Sometimes we use this term in chemistry. Catalyst is something which helps to substance to mix up and gives you a product. Like how you make paneer from milk. How you make paneer from milk? What you add? Vinegar or lemon, anything acidic. You cannot say that I will keep on heating the milk. One day it will become paneer. It will become rabdi, condensed milk. So you have to add a catalyst, lemon or vinegar. So similarly, the spiritual practice is the catalyst which will help you to get these products inside your heart. And then life will be very much complete, serene, meaningful. Now most of us, we are trying to forget what good people has done to us and remember what bad they have done to us. And we very well remember that what good I have done to others and we forget what bad I have done. But the thing should be opposite. We should remember what bad I have done to others. How much sinful I am. I have always disheartened others. So, and what good people have done to me, I should remember. You getting the point? What good others have done to me, I should remember. And what bad I have done to them, I should remember. And what I should forget, what bad they have done to me, and what good I have done. Then we can live a happy life. Otherwise, there will be a lot of ego. I have done so much good to him. He has not done anything. There will be a lot of expectation, desires, again frustration. And again, there will be punching, fighting, regrets and thoughts. Coming here. Till now, any questions? We are going to the second part. Anything you want to share? Yes.
What is senses?
Not levels, 3 places. Yes.
Senses.
Senses.
Mind.
Jnani Manobuddhi, intelligence. And coming to intelligence. Oppenheimer, he made atom bomb. Yes. By reading what? Anyone knows? He used his intelligence in wrong way. Some people use their intelligence to fulfill their desires. You see so many scholars, all these things, scientists, they're misleading people. Not everyone. And if you are a genuine scientist, you admit that yes, there is some higher energy, someone beyond this creation. You will be never promoted in any news, any media, any YouTube, any magazine, nowhere your name will come out. Because there's a huge group of people who do the marketing of this atheistic knowledge. Based on atheism, principles are taking us to atheism. Basically, science wants to give answers to every question.
Prabhuji, you say that we have all the qualities that we can expect from a person, Do we have all the qualities that we expect in a person who is?
I already said. Sit down. We cannot inject, we cannot give capsule to you. It will not come from outside. It is there inside your heart, but in dormant state. You all have good qualities to its utmost level, but it is in dormant state, covered by. There is that. You want to do good, but you are not able to do good because you have lost. You want to help your friend with all the notes, but you also want to become fast in the class. So you will say that okay, 2-3 questions I will not share. Somewhere we are selfish. Somewhere.
So, Prabhuji, lust and love can coexist.
Last time?
Love and lust can coexist.
No. Cannot coexist. You cannot say no. You cannot say that I satisfy my senses and also senses of love. Yes, you can be in a process where you are learning. Amidst being in lust, you are learning how to exhibit love. You are learning what are the principles of love. We have a session on this, principles of love. So that is why it was audible till now from the last. Okay, thank you. What is your name? Raj, naam to suna hi hoga. Okay. So lust and love cannot coexist. We have to be very alert about this. We cannot be duplicitous. I love God. I serve God. And same time, I want my adhikar, my rights, my desires to get fulfilled. I have the right. It cannot happen. Means your love for God also was not lost, Baba. See this. I'm showing you. What happened? So you're approaching God for your desires. You are saying that I love God. You are in the topmost platform, but you have interest in of this platform. That is the problem. So many people, they have their different intentions. You see there are different kinds of pictures. This people is in goodness. This is passion, competition, rat race, and this is in ignorance. So frustrated, he doesn't want to continue anything, just drinking alcohol, sitting in a bar, and just want to forget about his life. So our Shastras, now coming back, why we worship Krishna. I explained the three modes to you till now, the three modes and the consequences, their symptoms, and some brief general idea. We will discuss about this in an elaborate manner. That is an exclusive session to discuss about three modes. Our last one to discuss. But now I explained last because why we don't want to accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead, because we have to give up lust, our lustful thoughts, which only lead us to misery. So the people in mode of goodness, they basically worship Vishnu. People in mode of passion worship Brahma. People in mode of ignorance worship Lord Shiva because he is the preeminent deity. To understand Shiva is very deep subject. We can have a session from 7 p.m. today and we have to give the class downstairs. Shiva the exceptional. If you have time, you can sit and attend the session. 7 to 8 p.m. in Temple Hall. So to understand Shiva's position is very, very difficult. We cannot understand with our gross senses. So that is why Shiva has been assigned the duty by the Supreme Lord Krishna to give shelter to the people who are miscreants, who are demoniac in nature, who have lot of agitations inside their mind. So that duty is given to Lord Shiva to take care of people who are very, very demoniac. They are in mode of ignorance, so that they can approach you for their desire, fear, all these things. In passion and ignorance, they go to Shiva. But in goodness, they basically go to Lord Vishnu. So they also worship this demigods, Kali, Durga, for their selfish benefits. So we know from our Vedic scriptures that there was a Asur, Bhasmasur, who desired a boon from Shiva that whomsoever I put my hand on their head, that person should burn immediately. That's all. That Asur. And then finally he tried to burn Shiva. He was running after Shiva, and Shiva was also running. So ultimately, Vishnu cheated that Asura by taking Mohini Murti, Mohini Rup. So this is also tamasic worship or ignorance, piercing, and you see a lot of this with the hunter, they're just hitting their own body. They're doing some acts. Sometimes they put some hook around their back and they just are hanging on the air. So this is given. They smoke intoxicants like bhang or charas. Indulge in matsya, fish eating, meat eating, alcohol, Maithun, sex life, Muda on Mahashivratri, they worship Durga, like this. So they engage in all these economical activities, simple activities, which are nowhere mentioned for your kind information. These are all mentally manufactured things. Nowhere is mentioned. That to please Shiva, you will take Bhamcharas, all this. Nowhere mentioned. And they are offering also. Very desperate. Nowhere mentioned. So they are doing all these things just for their own sense gratification. So they also offer animals or chicken in sacrifice to this Kali, like this. So these are worshipping mode of ignorance. So what is worshipping mode of passion? Perform out of hankering for honor, desire for material assets, competitive mentality, desire to become the ultimate endeavor. Example, Hiranyakashipu. How many of you know Hiranyakashipu? He was father of Prahlad. He tried to kill Prahlad many times. He said that I am God. He broke down all temples. And he declared that I am the supreme God. Prahlad should follow my orders. So like this Hiranyakashipu, he did a lot of austerity when his whole body was destroyed, but he didn't left the tapasya. Similarly, some people outside you see they are doing hatha yoga practice. Hatha yoga. They are trying to forcefully control their senses. They like today, morning we discussed. Vipassana, they do. All this Maunata, they will not talk for 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. They do. Voluntarily doing, forcefully. That is not prescribed in Shastra. This is the mode of passion. Any austerity done for own selfish desires, please your own senses. Out of there is some competition. Oh, he did 16 Sombar, I will do 1600 Sombar. So competition. You went to the near Shiv Mandir, I will go to the distance. If you are happy, yeah. And people, they go to this Haridwar, Vaishnav, they will all these temples and they are so much advertising, so many steps. Right? People gossiping. So many steps I got. It's very difficult. Not easy. Please, you give the credit to me. I could go. You could not go. That is the hidden intention. That line of it they are not saying, but they are saying everything. Meaning this. All advertisement. Show off. Last year we did all child yatra. Lot of money we spent. We give 10 rupees to all the beggars. We did charities. Why are advertising? This is competition. Advertisement. You have to prove that you are the best. Desire of achieving name and fame. Is there? Otherwise, why is print? Anybody ask them? Come themselves and start telling. My boy is working so hard, 13 hours, 18 hours is studying, he's not sleeping at night. I am so much tense, what will happen? Like this, so his health will become better. But at home, when he go back, he will say his boy should study more. They are not studying. 18 hours not sufficient. And outside to just promote sympathy gain. They present it in such a way that they want their boy not to study, they can take sannyas, leave home also. They care so much about the health and happiness. All fake. Crocodile tears. If you can reflect in your life also, you'll find many such cases, many such circumstances, people around you who are actually sharing crocodile tears. And just for self-promotion, I have done so much for your whole life. Why selfishly you give Baba? Who asked you? Now you are putting the burden on me. Why? No doubt we should be grateful to people, whatever they have done for us. Devotees are different. They always remember whatever good people have. And they always remember. They don't forget. That is the quality of devotee. Saintly people. But people with self-promotion, self-advertisement, Rightly observed. So in worship mode of goodness, recommends the worship of Vishnu, Rama, or Krishna, as the Shastra tell us, the scripture tell us. Vedesha sarve rahameva vidya vedanta krit veda vidya vachanam. I am the subject to be known by reading all the Vedas. I am the creator of Vedas. And the Vedas have come from me. By reading Vedas, you should understand me. I am the ultimate destination of all the yogis. Yoginam visarvesham madgate rantaratmana Sadavan bhajate yogam samyuktatam matah. Out of all the yogis, who is the topmost yogi? Who is worshipping me? Krishna has declared. There are many yogis. Hatha yogis, Sakam yogis, Vishram yogis, Yogi Adityanath. There are so many yogis. But if you are not worshipping Krishna, you are only a yogi with the mood of a yogi. Okay? In the dress of a yogi, you have the mood of yogi. That is why Raghupati Raghav Rajaram jail mein baithe hai asam. They are inside. After 2 days, you see scam, and people are believing them blindly, worshipping them like God. Cheated. So that is why, if one yogi is not serving Krishna, he is a yogi. I am not saying Srimad Bhagavatam. So recommend worship of Vishnu, Rama, or Krishna. Remember, like all are saying. Worship performed simply by offering tulsi, flowers, fruits, or water with love, as recommended in Bhagavad Gita. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yomevakta priyashati. So Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita last, in the ending, you don't have to do much for me. Just offer me a leaf, a flower, some water, with devotion and love. Even if you don't have all these ingredients, water, flower, leaf, all these things, you give some love to me. Then I am happy. Krishna went in the house of Vidura. He was invited in the house of Duryodhana for Chappan Bhoga. And what first class men Duryodhana has arranged for Krishna. Krishna didn't go there. He went in the house of Vidura. Vidura was not there. His wife was there. His wife became so fascinated and awestruck to say, Krishna came to the house of this poor. What can I do for him? So she immediately went and took some bananas and she is throwing the banana and giving the chilka. And Krishna is happily eating the skin of banana. And then, after Krishna left, Vidura came and asked, what happened? Why these bananas are here? Where are our enemies? So then she realized, oh, Krishna accepts love. He doesn't accept banana or chappan. He accepts love because it was offered with love. So that is why he mentioned in the word. Most essential ingredient, only love or devotion. That is the most essential ingredient. You can add all the things. That is why we are saying that believing God should not be based on fear, should not be based on desire, should not be based on duty. It should be based on it is the right process when preaching God. Start loving God. And I have given the definition of love, not everything we call it. Unmotivated, unrelated. So, what happens if you worship Krishna? There is purification of heart, serenity, calmness, forgiveness. I was telling about the qualities, right? These qualities. When it will come? When you are the catalyst of spiritual practice. When you actually start loving Krishna, automatically these things will manifest. Now these things are unmanifested inside your heart. It is there. Krishna mentioned that the living entity is my part and person. He has all the qualities as I have. But the problem is he is under some condition. He has forgotten his real existence, real identity. He is identifying himself as, Raj, Samraj, I am a boy, I am a girl, I am Assamese, I am Bengali, I am Hindu, I am American, I am Indian, I am Russian. These things are not our identity. We are not girl, neither we are boy, neither we are Assamese, Hindu, Muslim, Christian. These things are not our real identity. Our real identity is we are servant of God. As mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavatam mentions Ete Chamsa Kala Punsya Krishnastu Bhagavanasya Indriyani Vyakulam Lokam Vidyanti Yoge Yoge. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. And everyone, whomsoever in this creation, whoever you be, Rajnikant also, they are servant of Krishna. Akala Krishna Jagatara Ishvara Baki Sara Bhritya. Bhritya means servant. Krishna is Ishvara. He is the supreme controller. Even the great exalted demigods like Brahma, Shiva are serving Krishna day and night, 24 hours. They don't have time. That is why whenever you go to Shiv Mandir, ask for something, take it and leave me alone. This is my bhajan. There is Shiva's another name is Ashutosh. Becomes satisfied very quickly. Why? Why he does not test you and analyze that what he will do with the reward or the boon you are asking? He get bhasmasur with the boon of burning anyone. Because Shiva doesn't have much time. He's busy in his bhajan, thinking about Krishna, always contemplating. That is why he is mentioning Naradhanam Sarvesam Vishnuradhanam Param. Param means the topmost Aradhana, topmost worship is to worship Krishna. So, this worship will result in purification of our heart. A lot of calm is there, a lot of greed is there, anger is there, envy is there. How will you get purified? By serving the Supreme Lord, by loving the Supreme Lord. Love means to serve. Serve means to please. This chain, always remember this chain. Equation. By guidance of a pure devotee, one can go beyond the three modes and return back home, back to Godhead. And that is how it's very difficult. It's very difficult to remain in mode of goodness, transcend the three modes. Raja, Tama, Satya. It's not very easy. Bachcho akhel nahi hai. How you can actually go? By guidance of devotees who are actually practicing. And that is why we need bona fide spiritual master. I'm adding this term, bona fide. Bona fide means one who is pramanic, authorized. How he is authorized? To follow the scriptures. And he speaks from the scriptures. Not bogus. Genuine. So that is why Bhrigu went to find out who is the Supreme God. He went to Shiva. He said to him, "Hey, you are staying like this in a dirty way. You're staying in the burial ground. Nobody wants to come close to you. Always thinking, wearing this skin of dead animals. You're so dirty, all these things." So Shiva remembered. But then he started attacking Shiva. And then Shiva became very ferocious. Bhrigu is also brother of Shiva. Because Bhrigu Muni came from Brahmaji. Shiva also came from Brahmaji. Both of them are brothers. When he insulted Shiva, Shiva became very angry. Actually, this is the past time. Shiva is very calm and good. This is the past time. Leela. So then he went to Brahma, and then he insulted Brahma. And Brahma also became very angry. And then finally, when he went to Vishnu, He put his feet on the chest of Vishnu. Extreme insight. Vishnu got up immediately and holding his feet, post photo. By holding the feet of Bhrigu, he said, "Did you get hurt? I'm sorry, I could not welcome you. I could not receive you nicely. I think you got hurt on the feet." So Vishnu made very nice gesture to welcome Bhrigu. Bhrigu is a living entity, the creation of Lord, and Vishnu is the supreme Lord. Still, he is given so much respect to Bhrigu. In seconds, he could have used his Sudarshan Chakra to finish Bhrigu. But by seeing this, Bhrigu declared, "Yes, you are the supreme God." Now I got confirmed. Narad Muni told Bhrigu that Krishna is supreme God. But he said, "No, today I will take a test." Sometimes we get this phrase inside us. Today I will find out whether my teacher is really knowledgeable person or he is just reading from the guidebook and giving the classes. I will ask some high order thinking question, out of the box question. Have you experienced this? Sometimes you go and ask some questions and try to act very smart to test whether the teacher has knowledge or not. So,
Prabhuji, even
we are coming. Just keep in mind. So, eko vai narayana sinna brahmana ishano naponati samone me deva prithvina nakshatrani na suryasa. This is from Maha Upanishad. I have not read Upanishad yet. I found this shloka. In the beginning of the creation, there was only Supreme Personality Narayana. There was no Brahma, no Shiva, no fire, no moon, no stars in the sky, no sun. The same Upanishad. Narayana Paradevas Tasmad Jata Chaturmukha Tasmad Rudra Vedeva Sacha Sarva Gyatam Gatha. Narayana is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and from him Brahma was born, from whom Shiva was born. Is given Varaha Purana. Narayanad Brahma Jayate Narayanad Prajapati Prajayate Narayanad Indra Jayate Narayanad Stupa Vasavo Jayate Narayanad Ekadasha Rudra Jayate Narayanad Dvadash Aditya Dvadash Aditya. Dvadash Aditya means the 12 Adityas, son of Aditi, are born from Narayana. The 11 Rudras are coming from Narayana. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentioned Rudranam api Shankara. I am Shiva among all the Rudras. I am Shiva. When he showed the universal form, so Arjuna said, I could see that Brahma, Shiva doing annihilation, Brahma, all these demigods serving you, within you. So Narayana is the Indra, and Narayana is the 8 Vasus. So when Bhishma Bhagavatam, Bhishma before leaving his body, he prayed, now having established Narayana as the source of Shiva, Brahma, Indra, and all the demigods, you can see what Bhishma then is praying. Is Krishna an avatar of Vishnu? Most of the time they are Krishna. I think somebody asked me last class. Who asked me? Was Krishna came from Vishnu? Who asked? Yes. Esha vai Bhagavan Sakshat Adyanarayana Kuma Mohan Mayaya Lokam Gunascharati Vishnu. This Sri Krishna is no other than the inconceivable original personality of Godhead. He is the first Narayan, the supreme angel, but he is moving amongst the descendants of King Vishnu, just like one of us, and he is bewildering us with his self-created energy. By Krishna's illusion, Krishna makes people understand I am a simple cowherd, I am a king, I am a ruler, a philosopher, great scholar, giving Gita and all these things. But we speculate about Krishna because Krishna has created this Maya. This is external potency. His external energy. He has 3 kinds of energies. First is external energy, second is internal energy, And third is marginal energy, which is neither external nor internal. The Jiva Tattva. The living entities are marginal. Now, when they come under external, that is Maya, illusion, they forget Krishna. They engage in sense recognition. When they go under the control of internal potency, Srimati Radharani, devotional service, they remember Krishna. So one helps to connect with Krishna and one helps to forget Krishna. And we are in the middle. We are Jivas, marginal potency. So Krishna is the source of all Vishnus. It is mentioned. Mahavishnu came from Krishna. I showed the chart last time. Garbhodakshay Vishnu, which is present inside every universe. From the pores of body of Mahavishnu, millions of universes come out. And these are just like some egg, Inside that, Mahavishnu enters as Garbhodakshay Vishnu. Okay. Inside all the universes, Garbhodakshay Vishnu is sleeping on Garbhoda ocean. And from his navel comes out Brahmaji on a lotus flower. And Brahma does creation. He's the engineer. He does the creation. And now, after the creation happens, Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, enters each and every atom, living or non-living, each and every atom of the universe as Kshirodakshay Vishnu. Shir means milk ocean. This is milk ocean, this is Garbhoda ocean, this is causal ocean. Karandakshay Vishnu, actually the name should be Karandakshay Vishnu. Or Mahavishnu is another name. So these three Vishnus, they come from Krishna. So Kshirodakshay Vishnu is present inside everyone's heart. So this is the chart I think I draw last time. From Krishna came Balaram, from Balaram came Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha, 4 quadruple expansions. From Sankarshan comes Narayan. From Narayan comes again second quadruple expansion. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, not my manufactured thing. Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. And from Sankarshan comes Mahavishnu, who is also called as Karandakshay Vishnu. And from Karandakshay Vishnu or Mahavishnu comes Garbhodakshay Vishnu. And from Garbhodakshay Vishnu comes Kshirodakshay Vishnu, who is called as Paramatma, sitting inside everyone's heart. So Krishna is the source of all the demigods, not only the living entities, but everyone. Ganesha, Kartik, Shiva, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Durga, all the demigods also emanated from Krishna. Referred in Bhagavad Gita, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, Matta Sarva Pravartate. Everything emanates from me and everything emanates from me. So Krishna is just like the sun. When there is sun, there is no darkness. So we can understand even the impersonal Brahma Jyoti, the impersonalists outside, they meditate. They say that God is Nirakar, there is no form, it's a light, it's an effulgence. Why people are worshipping these idols? So even this Brahmano hi Pratishtaham, Bhagavad Gita 14.27, show them this. Krishna is saying that I am the basis of this Brahman effulgence, which is coming out from my body. Similarly, you can take an example of sun. Okay. Now, if you see from distance, you can see the sunlight everywhere. Okay. But if you particularly try to see the sun with all efforts, you can see the sun is round. You have more realization about the sun. Otherwise, it will remain in your whole life that sun is in your brain. You will think whole life that sun is the light. But sun is not light, it's a planet. It is circular, spherical. And if you go in sun planet, you may see that the sun deity is residing there. The deity, Surya Devata, is there. So that is complete realization. Means going in the core of the planet. So Krishna is not only personal, but he is also impersonal. He has his form, he has his effulgence, and he is also sitting inside your heart in form of Paramatma. Okay. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentioned to Arjuna, what I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. So Krishna is telling he has infinite opulences, not limited. In his Virat Rupi show. So Now Arjuna is praying to Krishna. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn and the greatest. Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Purusham, Shashvatam, Divyam, Adidevam, Ajam Vibhum. Ajam Vibhum means Ajam, unborn, and Param Brahma, the supreme Brahman. Now here the Brahman doesn't mean the Brahman who does puja. Brahman means impersonal effulgence of the Lord, Brahma Jyoti, the light that is coming out from Krishna's body, which is all pervading. Okay, so Krishna mentioned everything emanates from me. 10.10 Bhagavad Gita. Aham sarvasya prabhav. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service. One who knows that I am the source of everything, he will actually engage in devotional service of Krishna. So what makes Krishna Bhagavan? Bhagavan term cannot be used for everyone. Only for Krishna we use this term most of the time. Bhagavan means one who has 6 opulences. What are the 6 opulences? He has all wealth, he has all fame, he has all beauty, he has all knowledge, all renunciation, and all strength. These are the 6 opulations given by the Parashar Muni, father of Vyasadeva. Parashar Muni gave it. In his commentary, in his writing, he mentioned Bhagavan Shabd means one who has 6 opulences. So that is why Bhagavad Gita explains that we are not this body, we are soul. We have come here for eternal lifetime. We are going in different bodies. We are forgetting our real identity. We don't know who we were before this lifetime, what will become in our next lifetime, what will be our destination. We don't know. Therefore, that. So that much capacity is not with us that we can design our own destiny, but we can make the right choices by deciding whether we want to come back here again or we want to go back to Godhead, Krishna, from where we have come. So that is the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So for some of us it will be very easy to digest and accept. For some of us it will be very difficult to understand because of lack of sukriti. Sukriti is the balance. Like when you want to open a bank account, you use the minimum balance. 3,000, different bank balance. Sukriti is the minimum balance required to enter in spiritual life. And that sukriti is actually given by devotees. That is why when people come in contact with devotees, come in contact with Bhagavad Gita, when people come in contact in YouTube or anywhere, in any platform, you see something, some videos that inspire you to come here and respond, right? It inspired you. Something has inspired you. So that sukriti has been given to you. And now you have to exactly understand that how to use it in a systematic way, under proper guidance. We got a very nice point in the middle of our session, that is, spiritual practice should be performed under bona fide guidance, not independently or insecure. So, is there any questions? Yes. First of all, you try to get a bona fide Vishnu Purana, and then we can discuss. And the second thing is, even if it is mentioned, there is nothing wrong. Because Shiva is extension of Vishnu. So in Shiva Purana, suppose I write a book on you, being a maybe elder person or more respected person, because I am writing your glorification, I will give the best. Huh? In Shiva Purana, similarly in Kalika Purana, Durga Purana, whatever Purana you go. If you go to Matsya Purana, also Shiva is glorifying Vishnu. Going to Kurma Purana, so there are 18 Puranas, 18 by 3, 6. We divide them in 6. 6 goodness, 6 passion, 6 ignorance. In the 6 Puranas of ignorance, the preeminent deity who are in mode of who are ruling the mode of ignorance, they are being glorified and respected so that people can accept. Understand? There is just a platform. Do you understand? There are three categories Puranas are divided: goodness, passion, ignorance. 6 are in mode of goodness, like Varaha Purana, Agni Purana, Matsya Purana, Kurma Purana, all these things related to Vishnu, mainly glorification of Vishnu. Ignorance related to glorification of Shiva, Kali, Durga, this kind of worship. So there, Shiva and Kali, these are said to be the topmost, the supreme. Why? To encourage the followers of Shiva to at least practice something. You know, in your school, you see they have bifurcated the students in two categories: section A, section B. Section C also there, section B also. Why they don't only keep section A? They can only keep section A and run the school with only good students. No, they also accommodate the average students, the below average students, so that someday they may also become good. There is a chance. And you see some people go from section B to A directly. It happens. So that is why the Puranas are our history, which discusses various glories of Lord and anything. So Shiva is being glorified by Vishnu, by Brahma. Vishnu is being glorified by Shiva and Brahma. The Trinity, each of them, they keep on glorifying each other because they are almost on same equal position. Brahma, Vishnu, each of them. But Krishna is beyond. He is not in the Trinity. Trinity has expanded from him. For that you have to attend the 7th AM session. First, when Brahma was given the responsibility for creation, Brahma, he created 4 Kumaras, 4 sons, young. And when they were asked to do creation, he became very neglectful. They said, we don't want to get into all these things, we want to always get into small kids. We don't want to go into this creation and get entangled in this natural world. So Brahma became very angry. He could not curb this anger. And that is how Shiva came out from his 3rd eye. So there is Shiva Bhagavatam. And his name is Rudra. He was crying. Rudra was crying. So there is a Brahman named Rudra and certain places where he can sit, where he can go. And then he was recreation, but all these creations were like ghostly and they were spirits, Brahma Rakshasas. So immediately Brahma requested Shiva to stop and meditate on the supreme creation. So that is why, even if there is glorification, saying you are supreme, and the other person is saying, no, you are supreme. But there is one supreme. So there is not much difference. That is why I say Shiva Tattva is very deep subject matter. You are understanding with your gross sense. Right? So Shiva is the Guna avatar of Krishna. Guna avatar. He is neither a Jiva, he is neither a demigod, but sometimes we refer to him as demigod. We have proper understanding and and for this, you have to read Srimad Bhagavatam or scrutinizing. And you cannot refer to any book and every book, especially Google. You have to read Puranas, and the commentaries of the Puranas should be given by bona fide acharyas. One who has received the knowledge from his guru received from his guru, and there is a discipline succession. Right now, we have so many gurus. Anybody can become a guru. 2 persons sitting in a pub, drinking a lot of wine, they become guru. They give each other very good knowledge. You know, as if they chicken. Himself taken 10-15 facts. Any other question?
Why does he wear an animal skin? The shape he wears, you see in the pictures. He wears an animal skin. That means he has killed an animal skin.
We are coming to some questions. Actually, Shiva has this kind of getup, like I said, accommodate the people who are Asuri, Devanian, who are in Tamagun, who are in mood of ignorance. So Shiva stays like very renowned. He remains in that way so that people they can approach him easily. You see, Shiva stays like a beggar, but his devotees are so rich, big bungalows. Krishna wears all jewelry, nice, decoration like a king, opulent, and devotees become beggar. Sudama, is that condition why? Shiva is Ashutosh, becomes very easily santusht. He remains like this so that people avoid him, they don't come close to him. And same time, he dressed like this so that people who are in mode of ignorance, who have desires and lust, they also imitate. Whom you will imitate? You imitate your boss. Right. So they imitate Shiva, and then it is easy for the Supreme Lord to bifurcate between who is in goodness, who is in passion, who is in ignorance. And there is a story also past time when there was a war and everybody put a Vishnu tilak. So Shiva was requested to put a tilak like this, 3 lines, so that his followers put this tilak and it becomes easy for Narayan to kill. Because with tilak, even the young youths cannot come close. Vishnu tilak. So these are all planning. Planning of Lord Brahma and Vishnu, Shiva, they have certain plans. Wait, yes, Harsh.
First, what we just it's going, women are ignorant, and they are not concerned.
Okay, sit down. Yes, women are ignorant if they consider themselves to be women. Prabhupada, when he wrote these lines, he said something. So the devotees, Western devotees, Matajis, they went, Prabhupada, we are saying that the women are less intelligent. Srila Prabhupada said, yes, but do you think you are a woman? We are not this body, we are soul. We cannot identify ourselves with the body. I am not a woman, I am not a man. I am not a Hindu, Christian, Muslim. These are bodily identities. And here, specifically, woman does not mean someone who has a female body. Woman can be anything. For a woman, a man is a woman. And for a man, a woman is a woman. Woman means what can be enjoyed. Got the point? So the sense object that will give pleasure to my senses, that can also act like a woman for me, with which I can get attached, which I can enjoy. So Chanakya Pandit says that for a woman, man is woman. For a man, woman is woman. Maybe a man is also woman sometimes. What?
Someone who we are attracted to.
Yeah. There are two things. Purusha, for this you have to understand the principle of Purusha and Prakriti. Purusha means enjoyer, Prakriti means that will be enjoyed. So Purusha is not necessarily a male person. The woman can also take place of enjoyer, and she can enjoy something, exploit something. And for that timing, that particular thing will become woman first. That enjoyer. So this is a kind of difficult and elaborate subject. You can personally sit down with me and we can discuss. Okay. But can I give chance to somebody? I'll come back to you. You got clear? You got clear?
The meaning of blood matters provided by the calcium of the elements.
Frankly speaking, I have never tried to understand. I have not got it also so much into details. And what I will know by knowing that's why not the
Like
class.
our blood is in the complete of our.
And that is important. What you are doing that is important. What others are doing forget.
Just I want to know.
You can do some research. I don't know. But the bona fide source I have not found. So I cannot tell you right now. What is the meaning? What is the- So sometimes we do a lot of things. But there has to be a motive of satisfying God. Like I said, yogi and bhogi. Bhogi does for own pleasure. He may be dressed as a yogi. And yogi, he doesn't have to wear a yogi dress. He's so renounced, like we are asking me. We are asking why Shiva is wearing like this. He's a yogi, he doesn't need dress to identify himself. Anyone else have some questions? No.
So that's what Modi fashion. He was in Modi fashion. He used to pray Vishnu. But
So, like it is mentioned that if you worship Vishnu, that you will be always in one of business. Unless you are out of this material body, if you must keep on studying. That Shiva is a devotee, but he was not a pure devotee. There is a term called pure devotee. Pure devotee means they are in Shuddha Sattva, pure goodness, not even in goodness. Even goodness means knowledge, right? And intelligence can bring ahankar. I have so much knowledge. I live in goodness, but I have. You see some scientists and doctors, they have so much knowledge. They are proud.
even Ram was in Modi. Lord Ram is avatar of Vishnu.
Used to? Yeah, no problem.
He knows that he is the supreme. He should pray to Vishnu.
Why he will play himself? That is the question. Shiva is saying Rama Ramiti Ramiti Ramam Narayan. Shiva is chanting constantly the name of Ram. So Ram is going to kill his devotee, Ravan, who was specially benedicted by Shiva. So he is offering some paraphernalia which will please Shiva. Milk, water, flower, bell, puja doesn't mean that I am inferior to you. I worship you doesn't mean that I am inferior to you. Worshipping always means I love you. Again, that is the letter. Worship with love. Now we are relating Rama's worship with our worship. We worship Shiva for desire. We worship Shiva for our needs. We worship Shiva for our fear. Rama is not worshiping for this. He simply loves Shiva. And Shiva loves Rama. Shiva is telling Ram is my master. Ram is saying, no, Shiva is my master. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, my devotee is greater than me. What is the problem? Krishna wants to place his devotee above him. So he sets an example in every lila, every pastime. He has given the higher credit to his devotee, not himself. You have seen? In all the pastime. When he came as Narsimha, you see, nobody could stop the rage, the anger of Narsimha. By simply some prayers of Prahlad. Immediately he cooled down. And then he asked me any devotee. Prahlad Maharaj said, I don't want to go with you to Vaikuntha. I don't want to stay with you. I want my miscreant father who has humiliated you all life, who has did lot of sinful things. Please forgive me. I don't want anything for myself. Selflessness. Nishina, they become more happy. He said, Arey, don't worry. If you become a devotee, 21 generations will become delivered. What to speak of your father? Your grandfather will also become. Great grandfather will also deliver. 14 lifetimes and 21 generations. 14 lives, 7 after, 7 before, if you take further, and 31 generations. Nrsimhadev said, you don't have to worry for that. It's automatically avoided. I am asking for his forgiveness. Please forgive him. Because you are a devotee. But you still come with me. I want to take you in my abode. Prahlad said, no, I don't want to go still. What's next? What's left? Prahlad Maharaj said, I want to serve your devotee, Narad Muni. For him, I could know that you are the supreme personality of Godhead. When I was in my mother's womb, Kayadu's womb, I heard Srimad Bhagavatam from his lotus mouth, Narad Muni. And I want my spiritual master's association. I want to serve life after life. I don't desire to go back to Krishna or yourself. Nrsimhadev become more happy. So devotee gives always credit to Lord, and Lord always gives credit to this competition. This is a competition with Balaram. Balaram is the